Tucks it home. Rangers with the dagger here in Erie. Mateus Stark finishes it off, and Kitchener will improve to 2-0 on the young season as the teams collide in the corner. First of the year for Stark. And 3-1 Kitchener.
Tough way to end this one here, Trev.
Great road game, though. Credit where credit is due as things boiling over again. And we must remind you, these two teams are going to do it all over again on Friday night at the Odd. And if tonight is any indication, Tim, I think you're in for a very exciting first visit to the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium.
Certainly so.
Ritter Kums,
more conversation
I see,
happening. I just get to be the middleman here. But the officials have got to find a way to get all these players under control. You don't want this to turn ugly. Really no point in anybody dropping the gloves here. 15.7 to go, and as you said, Trev.
Makes the stop, and he'll hang on to the rebound.
Yeah, I honestly don't think not enough people talk about the job that Jay McKee does as a coach.
And Braden McCallum is trying to pull Cooper Dennis out of the pile. Sam McHugh came in. Braden Strohack's got a hold of Caleb Maholtra. And the officials, Andrew Wilmotz may want to do more than just pull a jersey here. That was allowed to go on far too long.
And Strohack still involved. McCallum
and Dennis both go to the box.
Yeah, they're in the. Here comes Strohack.
And you wonder if you may see Ryder Bolton come over the boards after seeing.
One ahead, drops it back, but we got a fight behind the play. McCormick in a fight there with one of the Storm players. Can't see who that one is. That's Brassard. He's been frustrated at times with Jonah McCormick, and this time those two battle it out and they'll head to the box.
Well, Brassard maybe trying to get his team going here, and you come back, you get one shot in the first period, you expect the Storm to come out flying here in the second period, but it just hasn't happened, and the defenseman maybe trying to get his team going here. There, just look, I'll watch McCormick leave the ice and maybe getting some work, and again, Guelph.
Had a chance to work with the folks at TD, and they have been incredibly kind as well. Boy, Bolton-Marintet and Ryder Bolton are going to square off in center circle. This one just felt like a matter of time, and Bolton right away with the left, and then the right, and Ryder Bolton showing the Brantford crowd why he was brought here. What a right hand!
Minute 20 in. That gets folks kind of excited here at the TD Civic Center. Marintet, 6'1", 215, and there you see the finishing blow by Ryder Bolton.
Marintet, 6'1", 215 pounds. Ryder Bolton, 5'10", 190.
Morana, Klepov down to the goal line, back in front of save, rebound Sanchez loose, Makari sprawls out, and he's got it. And now more between Christian Colosimo and Sebastian Gervais, the gloves are off. Colosimo trying to come back, an uppercut for Gervais. Not a lot of room back there. Colosimo sends Gervais into the board, he's gonna keep coming over the top here. And these two teams have had enough.
Sagging off Flint.
Late regulation of a tie game. Christian Colosimo is back to the dressing room. Sebastian Gervais is in the Spirit penalty box. It's going to cost him. He's going to go to the box. Zoo brings it ahead, and the gloves come off. It's Ritter Kums. Kums against Cameron. First fight of the year. They grasp each other. Cameron with the right. Kums with the right, trying to go underneath.
Cameron over the top, grabs Kums, brings him down. Ritter still battling. Ritter, Kums, and the linesman get in between them. And Wes Cameron trying to fire up the bench. And Ritter Kums trying to fire up the crowd. Ritter Kums.
Fire him up, Rit!
An absolute dog, Ritter Kums.
Well, you just knew that was going to happen. You just could feel that one coming.
Side. What a burst of speed by Cole Davis. And now Wilmot and Bidgood and Walton didn't like the way they went after his forward. And Walton's going to go after Wilmot. Sorry, that's Bidgood and Walton. Size mismatch in favor of Walton, but give Bidgood big props for standing up to the big guy. Well, how about that for some excitement here with 5:06 left in the second period. Tie hockey game 1-1. You can hear it from this close to sellout crowd at the WFC Youth Center. Cole Davis speeds in on a breakaway. Shoots it just wide. We come back out here. Bidgood makes a healthy check on Carter Hicks. And then
Giving up for Buckman. Radley, a defenseman playing forward. And oh boy, Bolton-Marintet is going to get himself in some trouble here. Came up high with the cross check on the end of the play. And I think it was on the rookie Buckman. Was it Buckman or Dravetsky perhaps?
There, Marintet was Ryder Bolton's dance partner early in this game. And that one got the crowd fired up.
And Ryder Bolton is currently sitting on the boards. As David Igorov and Easton Rye playing a little bit of catch with the puck.
Salandra down low, Carter low, takes a shot, scores, picks off the corner. What a great effort there, Carter low, and it's now 5-1.
Well, the Barrie Colts, we talked about guys that losing a ton of offense this offseason. Guys had to step up, and Carter Lowe is one of the veterans the Colts were looking for much more offensively, and this is what he does best. Again, getting that big body in front of the net, the spin and fire. We really saw Lowe take off last season, and you just know there was more there, and a little bit of frustration here by Guelph, but this Colts power play, I mean, that's what you want to see. You get a power play opportunity.
In the period, puck rolled off Dennis's forehand. Babin will sprint back for it. 2 seconds and 1, but Norm, the Bulldogs got what they wanted out of the first period, and then Faulkner drilled Dravetsky on the horn through the door, and that's going to start a problem. Caleb Maholtra wants Partridge.
Yeah, big hit by Faulkner just as time expired.
And Vladimir Dravetsky is inviting countryman Adam Novotny. That would be unlikely combatants.
Right. Well, they're going to get this all settled down, but 2 goals, 21 seconds apart by Dravetsky and Testa. Just over a minute after the Petes had made it 2-1. Below this one open in the third, and for the
They send it deep into the storm zone as they try to regroup. There's a loose puck. It was in the skates of McCormick. Now we've got pushing and shoving as Jonah McCormick going after Naish. I'm sure we'll get a couple of penalties out of this as McCormick showing that physical side as they'll head off, and we'll head off ourselves as it's 1-0 Barrie. You're watching Georgian College OHL hockey on Rogers TV.
Bolton will get to the puck, to the line, and that play was offside. Ryder Bolton ended up bouncing off of a linesman. Adam Levac came over and grabbed a hold of Bolton. That would not be a good idea. And Gowan's in there as well just to stop things from going any further.
Yep. Good moment for Ritter Bolton maybe to disengage in that situation. He is a player who has received supplemental discipline more than a few times.
Yeah, he'll have to be on his best behavior, that's for certain.
And the Nets, and that will do it as the Barrie Colts, they open the 2025-26 OHL season with a 6-2 home victory over the Guelph Storm.
You know, a little bit of frustration here at the end of this hockey game, but you know, I think for Dylan Smoskowitz, he can be really happy with his club's effort here tonight, the opening night. And